question or comment for you.
Yeah, this came from one of the listeners, and I pulled up the information just to verify what they were saying. Caller, you mentioned that there are more whites killed by police than blacks, but you were specific in saying there were more as in number, correct?
Yeah, there are more whites in numbers that are killed than blacks, correct?
Right. So, according to the census, if the black population makes up 12%, is 12% of the United States population, and white is 76%. According to the CDC report, if as of last year 399 whites were killed and 209 blacks were killed by police, the percentage based on those numbers are overwhelming. You know, they're not comparable. So if I make up, hold on, give me a second to finish. If I make up 79% of the population, then by natural, I mean, it's natural that I should have more in number.
Yes.
But if in percentage wise, I'm only 12 to 79, and the difference between the killings were 190, that tells me that's an imbalance.
Okay, what the word you're trying to use is proportionality. Proportionality, you know, like 1 is to 2 as 4 is to 8. Proportionality. That's the term you're trying to use. And you're trying to say, of course, that, well, there are more whites, and so there should be more whites than there are killed that are actually killed. I got your point.
No. I'm not trying to say it should be. I'm saying that it is. That's the fact. The fact is. The fact is, if your argument is if you're basing your number off of the fact that there were more, but you know that percentage-wise they triple the amount of people, then you're skewing the numbers in your argument's favor.
Okay, let me state it another way. What you're saying and what I'm saying.
No, sir, hold on. Sir. Hold on, sir. Let's respect. Look, sir. I didn't ask for you to school me on terms, because we could break it down in plain English. You either do an even comparison or you don't. That's all I was asking. Are you doing an even comparison? Because if you are, then your statement is false. But if you're saying because there were more, then that makes it right, then you're wrong. If you want to be technical and say there were more people, if you want to be technical and say there were more killed, then you're right. But you can't compare 79% of the population against 12%.
1 out of every 7 persons in this country is black. 5 out of every 7 are white. So you would say, gee, there should be 5 times as many whites that get killed by police.
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say, you know what I would say? No, what I would say is nobody should be getting killed by the police at any high number. So I wouldn't say that. But since people are being killed,
you want people to get killed. I'm not doing the math that you brought up. You said that blacks get killed more disproportionately than whites. That's what you're saying.
Right.
That's what you're saying. Okay, so now, good, we got that. So I'm going back to the proportion. There's 1 out of every 7 people in this country is black, which is really 14%. We're closer to 14% than 12%. I heard, but
I give you 2%.
Now, okay, pardon?
I give you the 2%.
Okay. So 5 out of every 7 people in this country, approximately, are white. So we're saying out of 7 people of each race, a higher percent of blacks are getting, killed by the police than whites. But it should be, if things were fair, you're saying that, well, it should be 5 times, since white people are numbers 5 to 1, 6 to 1, maybe 7 to 1, I'm not sure, but since they have numbers that many in population, then to make things fair, they should have the same amount of police shootings that blacks have. Well, that's one way you can look at it. But see, there's other factors you're forgetting. We have half the dead bodies that are murdered in this country are also, blacks. we have more crime in our neighborhoods. You gotta consider all that too.
But we're not talking about, sir, we're not talking about the crime in the community.
We're talking about why police officers shoot more, disproportionately shoot more blacks than whites.
Okay,
That's what we're
but
talking
sir, you ignored what I said. I said that police shouldn't be killing anybody. So let's take out.
We know that. We
So
all
let's-
agree
so
with
let's
that.
take-
Sir, come on.
So let's.
We agree
So
with
you're
that.
telling
Nobody
me.
should get shot by nobody, actually. But
So you're telling me there's
by
no.
anybody.
So you're telling me there's no crime, there's no murders, there's no drugs in the white community.
Well, it doesn't seem to be. We kind of dead.
Well, okay, sir, hold on. Let's stop.
Let's right quick.
Yeah, all.
I mean, wait, just a minute. You know how many homicides there were last year?
You know how many
In this country?
you know how many white serial killers that they didn't find for years?
Wait, sir, we'll get to that too, but.
No. You just said dead bodies. Dead bodies. Serial killers produce dead bodies,
I'm
right?
not trying to. Let's stop. Say, well, I got you here, I got you there. Let's
No. That's what, sir. That's what you're doing. And I'm gonna tell you, sir. I'm gonna tell you what you sound like. And I'm just gonna be very candid.
Like you
You
hate
sound
black
like you hate your race.
I'm a coon.
No. Sir, I'm not gonna call you a coon.
Okay.
I'm not gonna call you a coon because that's what a white person's supposed to call you. But I'm gonna say that you hate your race and you're trying to make an excuse for somebody else.
Yeah, it sounds like you hate black folks, and my question was to you, or is to you, do you hate black folks? We
I wouldn't even give you the privilege of calling you a coon. Sir, I wouldn't even give you the privilege of calling you a coon. Guess what? A coon recognizes what he does. You're not a coon. You just hate black people.
And you're a psychiatrist now?
Yeah.
Where you get your license from?
Because the same place you got your education from, sir.
First of all, what kind of college degree do you have?
I have.
What kind of degree?
Does that matter? Does that matter for me to get the best of you?
You tell me all about me. Tell me something about you.
Yeah. I'm telling you,
have?
I run this radio station that your black ass is calling into. I am a businessman. I am an entrepreneur. I have been raised in a household that were entrepreneurs for my entire life. And so when I graduated from college, I decided that I was gonna go into business for myself. Not only do I run this radio station, I am a published author. I have 2 books out, sir. I have produced and written, copyrighted 13 stage plays. Check yourself. If you really want to know more about me, how about you use the white man's Google and Google me? Ty Ford, sir. Ty Ford. Thank you.
All right.
I've never written a book.
You don't have to. You don't have to. That don't mean anything. That don't mean anything. Any of my accomplishments have nothing to do with you. So we're not in here trying to compare accolades to each other. But you will respect me. You will not challenge. You will not challenge, sir. You will not challenge, sir. I am being respected by calling you sir because really you don't deserve that. But you will not challenge. You will not challenge my education. You will not challenge my education when you come on here. When you come on here, not even understand.
What was your education?
Why does that matter? Why does that matter? Why does that matter? What is our president? What is our president's education? No. Now answer that. Answer that. What is our president's education? What is the
economic degree and business and master's in business? And
does he?
Pretty smart guy.
Does he?
He said he's pretty smart.
Does he?
There's about 500 businesses, don't he?
Yeah. Guess what?
All right.
Guess what? He has 500. He has 500 businesses because his daddy gave him $1 million to start those businesses. I have 5 businesses and I didn't have that.
He's not dumb.
And I didn't have that.
Yeah. Well, okay. I tell
you. I'm successful as you. I'm not successful like you. What I mean is, we got to give the man some credit.
Brother Kerr.
We're getting back to.
No. You want to give him credit, but you want to call in and down talk an entire black race and down talk 2 black men that you're on the phone with.
I didn't down talk.
Yes, you did, sir.
Yeah.
Race. I mean,
yeah. Well,
it's a whole bag of race, Mr. What's your name?
I wish I would call you a coon. You don't even deserve coon.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
So
okay. Well, listen, Brother Kerr. Okay. Well,
no, you're just ignorant. You're ignorant to your race. And if you understand that, you won't even take that as an insult.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Well, here's,
Let's get back to
Carol.
conversation.
Well, now, I tell you what I'm gonna have
First
to
of all,
do,
Ty,
Brother Carol.
I beg your pardon?
Brother Carroll,
Yes, sir.
excuse me,
Yeah.
here's what I'm gonna have to do. I've got, another part of the, program, coming, starting like at 5, and
Oh, hey, look,
and I
look,
need
you the
to.
one told me to call in.
Well, no, but what did I, well, wait a minute.
You could have done anything.
Man, well, I tell you what, asshole. I tell you what, asshole. He not gonna hang up on you, but I'm about to hang up on you, dumb ass. Bye.
He hurts my feelings, by the way. Tell him that. Tell me he hurts my feelings.
Well, that's what it's meant to do, you jackass. And if I saw you in person, I would kick your ass just because you're a dumb fuck. Anybody else want to call in?